We will get critical race theory and other left-wing lunacy out of our military, and we will get it out of our classrooms, and we'll get it out fast. And, you know, we had it out. But one of the first things when he signed all of those documents, those wonderful documents, I wonder if any of those documents are on the garage floor in his house. It's a document. But when he signed all of that stuff, we will get it out. And we had it out, and our military was clean. We fired a lot of people that taught it. They were highly paid people, too. These were people making $300,000 and $400,000 a year. They were teaching this nonsense. So we want to teach people how to win wars. That's what we want. As I announced this week, I will cut federal funding for any school pushing far-left sexual or political content on our children. And I'll create massive incentives for states and school districts to adopt crucial reforms to protect parents' rights. Can you believe we're even talking about this? Henry, we're talking about parents' rights. We're saying we're going to protect parents' rights. 10 years ago, who would even say that? Parents' rights, yeah, we're going to protect parents' rights. Who would think that would even have to say it? Today, it's like a big political statement. We will protect parents' rights. We'll bring them back. That includes a direct election of public school principals by the parents. If any principal is not getting the job done, the parent should have the right and be able to vote or to fire them and to select someone else that will do the job properly. So these are just a few of the big ideas to restore a great America that I will be talking about, and the big thing is the polls. We're leading everybody by so much. Remember in 2016, I used to go around bragging about the polls, only if they were good. If they were bad, I wouldn't actually talk about them, but they were mostly good. But I'd go around and I'd say, you know, this poll just came out, McLaughlin just came out, and I'm leading by 20, and I'm leading by 10, and I'd go, and people drove the fake news media crazy. You got a lot of fake news out there, by the way. That's a lot of fakers. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of people, but they must be here for you. I think they're here for you because you're doing such a good job. But we do have a lot. But, you know, what we're doing is so important because we're going to save our country. If we don't save our country is very fragile, very fragile. It's all very fragile. Everything is. We've got to save our country. And I want to introduce the amazing South Carolina leadership team that will help us win the chance to put this vision in action. There could be no better team, and these are friends of mine, and they're great politicians. And by the way, we have some others that called me today who couldn't be here. They're away. They're all over the place, but they also want to endorse, and they'll be announcing it very shortly. But we have some great people, very important South Carolina politicians that are going to be additionally endorsing us very quickly. And you know about that. We got about 4 of those calls today. They were like emergency calls. It's an emergency that I speak to the president. But it's first in the South. It's primary. We're going to keep it that way. First in the South. It's a very important state. First in the South. And there were people wanting to move it. I said, we're not moving South Carolina. No, we're not moving it. First in the South, and you'll always be. I'm proud to announce that we have your amazing governor, Henry McMaster, your senior U.S. Senator, Lindsey Graham, great friends of mine, your lieutenant governor, Pamela Yvette. Pamela, where's Pamela? Pamela? Oh, okay. Hi, Pamela. Thanks. Your state treasurer, Curtis Loftus, and a friend of mine. Oh, that voice was so beautiful as he called it out in Congress. Congressman Joe Wilson. I thought it was brilliant. See, that was done from the heart. That was done from the heart. That was, I don't know if you know it or not, you took a little heat at the time. People love you for that because it showed honesty, dedication, and love of your country, right? And say hello to your son, too. He's doing a great job. And a young, wonderful congressman who came into it early and somewhat unexpectedly, right? And boy, did you turn out to be a professional. You won by the largest margin in history until Cheney, I have to be honest. She lost by a number that was even bigger than your opponent lost by. Your opponent lost by 26 points. She lost by 40. So you're going to have to go back to work on your next opponent.